Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and I've got some fire PvP coming in hot for y'all today. And in this one, I definitely decided to lean on another different aspect of fire that didn't really see a lot of use back before the most recent update that sort of nerfed infinitely chaining dots with things like a freet and all that. Once this got changed, I decided it's time for a change. And by change, I mean I kind of just pivoted to using Inferno Salamander and Raging Bull for taking the dot route. But another thing that I definitely did was switch over to traps in some matchups, some cases, because dots are still exceedingly overvalued. This is a tier 2 Inferno Salamander, and here's the tier 5. And especially combined with this, it's like dots are very overvalued, and they're going to continue to be overvalued for quite some time. So, it's still very wise for everybody to carry the counters to those, just because you don't want to get hit by a Raging Bull. I mean, I uploaded a video, I think I was on my balance, I want to say, where I beat a death who was looking to do this into this, and I'd seen that coming, and I was like, okay, yeah, gotta stay on my counters. So that's what I did, and it really helped me. But dot counters are still extremely prevalent right now because of how good Raging Bull is, especially since it got buffed. So, with that in mind, playing fire, playing the school that utilizes dots the best, you don't really get to use these a lot, because the opponent that I was against in this match definitely did a very good job of staying on top of his life pips, so that way he could Toiret, which did actually get a buff. I guess I can't show it to you here, but it costs 6 pips now instead of 7 if you haven't heard, so that definitely buffed the card, and it's a much better dot counter these days, so it is pretty good. But yeah, taking a dot was just not going to be the route that I wanted to do, so I opted for traps instead, and packing main deck fuels, as well as these traps that I can then fuse with Ammut, which I do have the trap counter version of Ammut, by the way, so this is what I switched to, given that I'm not packing fire dragons anymore. This will suffice as my trap counter, and it is a traps to traps type of card, so if somebody traps me, I can put them back on the target, so pretty neat. And those notwithstanding, obviously aura play is going to help a lot, but same with Brim and Catch and all of these single blades and all that, but the pride and joy of this trap-based strategy is fire from above. This hits and puts on 255 traps. That's a lot of value, like, to say the absolute least, and getting those traps, those 55 traps, definitely helped me a lot in this match. It provided a very good source of damage against a school that really is good at mitigating damage, especially against a fire. So yeah, that is exactly what I did. I basically just used my traps to the fullest and was able to eke out the win because of that. It did get down to the wire, and I definitely had to play a little differently from how I usually would, but knowing that I couldn't just abuse him with dots, you had to adapt, and that's what I did. So with that in mind, that is the deck and the general strat. Stats have not changed. I'm running the Crystal Unicorn right now just because it's a mount that I have in my backpack, but I usually run the Clockwork Courser. So 1 under perfect accuracy for fire, which is a little dicey, but we ball. And then 67 Pierce, and then 68 Storm Pierce, which is perfect for fire. The Storm Pierce, not the fire in this scenario. And yeah, of course I got all this. But one thing that I do want to mention, that none of the gear has changed from the last video, by the way, so check that out if you want. But this deck just became a hell of a lot better solely because of this tier 5 Inferno Salamander. So it's like when you can use dots in a matchup, if you get this specific Salamander down, you're in a very good position. So if you can get this and you get your Raging Bull, like this just gives you a free tier 5 Inferno Salamander. Of course, it is still a Crying Sky raid deck, and the new template is out and all that. And I've done the new raid a couple times at this point. But the new decks will give you like a Fire Elf or something, or a Fire Blade if you choose the Private Eye deck. So they're nowhere near as good as the Hun Hao deck. So that's just what I'm rocking with here. So Hun Hao's Meteoric deck, this is in my opinion the best deck for Fire now. Dark Surge decks obviously still very good, but I just like this because it is a free tier 5 Salamander. So that's all I really needed to say. I know this intro kind of dragged on for longer than it needed to, but oh well. So for now, I hope y'all enjoy this match. What we got? Death Wizard. Ooh, so this is one that we can abuse dots in. At least I think so. Provided he's not like Tuareting or none of that. And I do actually have Infernal Oni packed as well as Storm King art, which is a little wild, but hey, you know. We already have the Salamander. But let's see what he's doing. If he gets a life pip straight out the gate, then I'm probably just going to fuel. Death pip. Okay. Okay, I was kind of hoping for a Fire Blade, but we can do this. What's up, SM Orgasm? Welcome to the chat. Probably won't want that. It's not looking like a Storm King art kind of game. He's gonna attenuate. He's got one life pip. I'll probably get rid of this and just Furnace. We will have to see though, because Tuareg does only cost 6 pips now. Okay, he had another. Yeah, yeah, he's gotten another one of those pips. I can get an ice pip here, actually, and then just send this. Maybe get some damage. And then steal a pip. Because double dots and Raging Bull is kind of the pride and joy of Fire right now. But it's not like I have a Raging Bull. That was just, I just sent that to send it. Because that's 800 damage just for no discernible reason. He braced, fair enough. Why not? Steal the pip, cycle main a bit, maybe see if I can't pull an attenuate. Of some kind, at least. Another Salamander. Not bad there. I don't like getting rid of wand hits, but I might have to get rid of one right now. What is he doing here? Oh, headless? Yeah, no. It's good that we have both wands. I'm glad I kept them. Don't like that it's buffed, but at the same time, you know, I already got that off. That Salamander. 1767. Definitely not the end of the world by any means. We can go for that. I feel like Surge is going to be more valuable. At least in this. Though maybe I should get a Fire Pip. Try and see if I can't pull Heffy. FFA is actually kind of interesting. Like, I could just pivot straight to traps right now. Like, if I were to wand again and then fuel FFA King Art. Like, I think that's something I could do. Is that a steel pip, though? That's not. Okay. So, we do definitely want to keep that ice pip up. Probably get rid of that at this point. Go for this. That Negora is gone officially. We got some good dot damage. Now I think it is time to pivot. It's thoroughly possible he could vampire. That's definitely why Death Wizard set these things up. Probably get rid of one salamander. And fuel is not actually what we want to do right now. Okay, so he's just spamming these. What do we want to do? Probably get rid of that. And that, and let's bubble. Because if I do pull a Raging Bull, I can go for it, yeah. But we'll see, though. It would be with a 30 week, which is not ideal, but who knows, man. See, yeah, Festus would have been way better here. But I had to take a risk. And it did not pay off. So, with that in mind, we could probably axe the dots and go for fuel. Pulling a snowman would be kind of good too, if I can ever get one of those. There we go, perfect. Immolate, not bad, not bad. What's that going to be? Probably a surge. Yeah, okay, so now the question becomes, does he have trap counters? And who knows about that. I'm thinking we go for this, keep the ice pip. And then see, because if he goes for headless, I want to snowman. If he goes for much of anything, I want a snowman. Still did 1500 through the 30, that's not bad. So, Fireblade. It's not bad, I guess. But what's that gonna be? Yeah. So, what to do? Do we want to just hit through? I could do it. Might be the best look I get for a while. Especially if he gets another fire pip. If that happens, we're definitely going to send the hit through the 35. P-serve. He does not get that. Okay, so I'm feeling greedy. Let's go for this. Maybe pull for Elephant. That could be useful. Another snowman is also probably really useful, if we're being completely honest. But let's see. Let's get rid of that. Furnace is not bad. I don't like that for right now, because we have a 0 pip. But yeah, most ideally we want to... What's he doing here? Another headless? Okay. So Elephant is what I want to do, if I can pull it. Because this is into a 65 shield, so it's not going to be nearly as good. So that is most ideal if I can get it. But it is not looking like that's the case. That's unfortunate. Alright. Doesn't have the Gambit anymore either, which is big. Yeah. Another King Art, not bad. That was a weakness just now. I just need him to not... Okay, want it. That's fine. That gives me time. I'd still like to Elephant. Because if I were to just hit twice, that would be prime. Please, no. I could still hit twice. And it'll still do a lot of damage. I just really would have liked that to be a Elephant. 3,200 through a 35. That's honestly pretty solid. All things considered. No. What the hell is going on anymore? What's he doing now? Bone Dragon. So now is probably my cue to Fireblade. If I can't pull a Elephant. Honestly, now is my cue to pull a Fireblade anyway. What's up, Devo? 49-man raid. Love to see that. Hope you had a good stream. You love Wiz? Yeah, I do. I freely admit it, man. I do. Okay, so we want to Blade here. Yeah, I'm doing some new fire tech. Mega peeve, bro. Don't ask Buster what happened in Minnesota 2 days ago. Fire Bubble is pretty good. But yeah, if that's a brace, we definitely want to attenuate that. And then yeah, so we'll want to attenuate and continue pulling. Honestly, screw the furnace at this point. Attenuate. Snowman is a good pull if I can get it, because I sense a vampire. I sense a disturbance at Follicle 1B. Is that another one? Okay. Did you do the new raid yet? I have not done the new raid yet. It is on my to-do list, but... Okay, got the snowman. But I'm not really... It's not like a huge priority, you know? No. Like, hit twice here is the play, for sure. Like, I want a King Art Elephant. That's my move. I just need him to not have another brace, because if he does have a brace, then King Art Elephant does not kill, given the 35. But what's he going to do here? Just don't Vampire, and all is well, or that. It's like Death is a very good school now. So that's something I gotta really keep in mind. This is going to do a bunch, but Snowman's got my back, I hope. Jesus. That's excessive. Alrighty, but yeah, this is definitely winnable, despite all the weaknesses. The move at this point now is just to King Art into an Immolate, assuming I can get that. I like the fact that I've got Attenuates, but King Art Immolate is just the play. I didn't get Bubble at all this game. Like, I pack a few Heffies, didn't see a single one. That's a problem. Can you just, like, Blade or something, Michael? Please, please, please. Don't brace. That's fine, I think. Alright. Or should I go for 2 Elephants? No, I want to... Can't even speak English. That's what I can't do. We're going to go for that. The shields are going to be a huge help. Okay, the 55 trap coming in handy. 43. He's barely alive, but I've got him at this point. I don't think there's anything he can do. Yeah. Vampire, none of that. Or mash. It's a 65 shield. Honestly, taking the trap route really did help in this match. Ooh, 527. Do I tank? I felt like I did an excessive amount. Anyways, I think I'm gonna say no, I don't tank, so I'm gonna go for this. Because there's no way I die if he's got a death, or if I've got a death shield. And And honestly, I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling the Raging Bull. I think I'm gonna do it. 21 is insane. It is, bro. Just how it is, though. Is that... Okay, I was gonna say, imagine that's a fire dispel. That would have been insane tech. But yeah, Immolate definitely would have tied it, I feel like. And there was definitely a path to victory here, so glad I didn't go for that. So we are going to Raging Bull for the kill. Really love to see that. Also, balance pet update. I've been working on it for over a month at this point, and I have not gotten a successful pet yet. So that's awesome. Truly. Alright, that was a pretty good game right there. Nice going for Warlord when? Hopefully sometime soon. I'm hoping it works out eventually. Yeah, the snowman really carried that for me.